1, 2, 3. Close your eyes, shut your mouth, dream a dream till it's out. Dream, 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 dream. What's the next part? Dun, 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 dun. There is darkness
You
in the
little
air.
bleep. That's all I know.
Okay.
Anyways, hi. Welcome back to 2 Ugly 4 OF.
I messed up.
That's all right. It's okay. It's been a while.
Okay. Well, how was your day, Justin?
It was all right. How was yours?
My day was fine. How was your day, fan from 1975? Nice.
Cool,
I gotta say, this fan feels very good.
It feels amazing.
We record in a basement with no air conditioning, and this fan feels
and windows
phenomenal.
that do not open. So.
And it's so humid out because it's not even that hot. It's humid because it just rained, so everything is
summer.
sticky.
Happy Pride.
Happy
Well,
Pride.
actually, no.
Actually,
never mind.
First
it's July.
day.
Happy July.
Happy July. Happy America. Oh my god, that was pretty good.
Wait, that
was pretty
really good.
I've never been able to hit it.
Wow.
I don't think I could ever replicate that. I'm so happy I have it on camera.
Okay. That was really good. So happy.
That kind of broke the sound barrier a little bit. Kind of hurt my ears. What's
Did I
wrong?
post on the pod account yesterday?
If you didn't, don't worry about it, stud.
I don't remember if I did. Let me check
I
real
think
quick.
you did.
Did I?
Yeah, you did because I reposted something.
Yes,
Yeah,
I did.
yes,
All
you
right.
did, you
Okay.
did.
Clock
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Okay.
You see, even
Social
when
media management.
even when you think you're wrong, you're right.
add it to the rest.
Add it to the resume.
Mm-hmm.
Did you add that? Have you added to it?
I did, but then I took it off because I was like, I don't know if people are gonna like, ooh.
Like watch the show.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like if you're employers.
Yeah, like I
That's
don't know.
crazy.
Ooh.
That is weird, but I would put it on my resume.
I have it on my resume as like.
Well, you could have it like
other-
as yeah, exactly. Which
like,
I
not
would
as an
put it on
actual
mine
job
too.
thing.
Which I would put it on mine too. But we have like a golden. I would say we have a golden slot on our resume, and that's Disney because everybody wants.
Facts.
I only ever talk about Disney.
That's only thing I've ever talked about in interviews after working there.
My ears are ringing a little bit.
Someone's talking about you. Ooh.
No, I think it's because the eagle sound that I made broke the sound barrier, and that's why. Because it kind of bothered my ear a little bit. But my mom always says that. I'm like, oh, mom, my ears are ringing. She's like, someone's talking mad shit about you.
It happens.
Really?
Yeah, apparently.
My ears have been ringing so much.
Who the fuck did you do dirty?
Was it you?
It might have been.
What shit did you talk?
I don't know. Should I talk? It's to you.
Yeah, exactly. Like what? Like who would you even talk to about it? And
No,
be like,
literally. Because I literally only talk shit to you, Jessica, and Natalie.
yeah, so I don't know. Unless it's like this bitch.
I'm talking shit to your mom. You sleep so much. God, I know. I can't.
That's the thing. It's like I can't imagine. I mean, like unless this, because I'm not talking. It's not talking shit when it's true.
When we're all self-aware.
When we're all self-aware. Like you could definitely say like that I'm lazy, but like don't call me stupid. So like stuff like that.
You can call me egotistical.
If it's funny,
but you can't call me ugly, bitch.
Sure about that one. But it's like
check that name on the podcast.
It's like, but you know what? I'll own it. Yeah, true. And I understand. Yeah, it's like whatever. Okay, we have all.
Listen,
flaws,
there's no insult you can
except
call me
for
that I wasn't already called in high school. So
bag of sticks.
Fact. Had to Google that one in high school. Still to this day though, like I tell people that and they're like, "What the fuck is that?"
Does that
and
even
I'm like,
mean?
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
some 1950s like.
Yeah, he really thought he ate with that too.
Lingo.
He really thought he ate with that.
So stupid. I can't stand that.
Guys, if someone approached you and were like, "Hey, you bag of sticks,"
I would think we were in West Side Story. When you're rich, you're rich. Like freaking from Newsies, Cuban cigars that cost a quarter. You dumb ass, bro.
He really thought he ate with that too.
He reaches into a pocket and you think he's pulling out a knife, but really it's a comb, and he goes like this.
Yeah,
like that dumbass. Where'd you get that from? Newberry Comics? Come on, enough,
man.
Enough.
What was the worst insult anyone has ever told you?
God, I would. there was a guy that commented
Oh my
on
God,
one of our videos,
yeah.
and it took me a while because it wasn't even a good one. I'll tell you what, a good one was once this person commented on one of our videos, and they were like, "This is a great name for a podcast." And I'm
Yeah.
like, "That is so funny."
Because it wasn't even
God,
like
I was
insulting.
God,
it
I was
like,
mad because it was
funny.
funny and it was really good. But this one person commented, it was like, she's never done any physical activity in her life, and why is she patting him so much?
Yeah.
And it was like a 900% tax on podcast equipment, and then but somebody cleared him in the comments, so clock it.
Clocked it so fast.
And I was like, it was like, you know, I don't know if I should be offended because I can't understand what this man is saying.
No, for real, the grammar went crazy on that.
And how do you know that I've not done any physical activity? I don't. I mean, but
No, for real, the incel went so hard, like literal paragraphs. Spent time. Might have put it into ChatGPT to like, hey, can you edit this for me? Like,
oh my God, bro.
It was crazy.
I didn't know that was a thing where people would would be like, hey, come up with a witty comment, for this video. And then
ChatGPT for
that's crazy.
now.
And you know what? You know what I heard is that ChatGPT, like the facilities that they're run by, take a lot of like electricity and and water. And
apparently
I didn't know that.
It cost them millions of dollars when people just say hi.
Really?
Yeah, because think about
didn't
how
know
much.
that.
Yeah, just by saying hi and bye.
Oh
and
my
thank
God. Yeah, and I heard that
it
like
cost them
because
millions.
I know that a lot of people, like a lot of landlords, like our friend Jess, her landlord like cut the electricity in half to save it. And
oh yeah, in New York because of
in
the
New
heat
York,
wave. Yeah.
because of the heat wave. But it's like that big Coca-Cola jumbotron in Times Square still needs, which I don't understand.
Flashing.
I don't understand why they still haven't like. I mean, the city is worth billions of dollars. Why not just put solar energy on all the buildings?
So you would think, right?
Yeah,
like, I don't understand.
Exactly.
Or like even
why
wind
not?
power
But you know,
from like
why not?
farmlands.
Well,
like,
listen, wind power is a lot. Those things are huge. They're big. You know,
yeah,
a lot of
but, like,
a lot of
think about all the
helicopters.
farmland out
A lot of
wherever.
helicopters and planes will crash into it. And you know about New York and planes crashing into things. So I think like solar panels would do good. Those buildings are freaking skyscrapers. New York has a lot of sunny days.
That's
Why not?
So true.
Like, but no, instead of making our lives easier, that freaking jumbotron.
No, for real.
Oh my God.
My
so
aunt
annoying.
has solar panels, and she only pays like $36 in
That's
her electricity bill.
I want to
like,
do that
damn.
if they weren't so expensive. But like,
No, for real.
if you have stuff like that, and I guess maybe it's because like, I don't know, because then it would like I guess put a lot of people in Con Ed out of a job, and Con Ed owns like the whole city. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the
logistics about it.
I don't know the logistics of it. Probably very political, and I just don't. I'm not going to speak on something. That
What
I
if
don't
someone's
understand.
dream job is I need to be an electrician for Con Ed, and then we just put them out of a job?
Oh, that sucks.
Do you think people actually dream
you know
about
what?
working
No,
for
but
like
you know
Con
what?
Ed?
No, I don't. But I'll tell you what. It was cool seeing those guys on the power lines because I thought it was really cool for them to have that phone.
What?
Did you ever see it like when they're lifted on the truck
in
to
the
fix
white
the power graph?
in the white thing with the arm?
Yes,
Yeah.
And they have like a bunch of wires attached to them, and one of them is like a phone.
I have never seen
Oh
this.
my God. And I was like, oh, I want to like, I don't know why, but I really wanted to like
But what's on
use
the
that phone. I'm guessing it's I don't
And
understand
it's like a
that.
phone, like
it's
a
like a phone. It's like a
rotary,
yeah,
like, looking phone?
It's like a landline, like in the
Interesting.
wall. Like
But what's it connected to?
I'm guessing that it's connected to whatever transformer that they have up there, and I don't know what they're hearing on the other ends, but I want to know.
I want to know who they're talking to.
I know, me
Like
too.
the person out,
They're
like,
talking to
in
the
the van or
squirrel.
whatever?
They're talking to the squirrel that fried up there.
I feel bad for the squirrels. Like, they don't know.
I know. They don't know that they're jumping on power lines. And so, oh my God, you know what's really cute? Sometimes in the morning when you see a squirrel just like perched up like this and they're sitting down, they're so cute.
Have you ever seen a squirrel sleeping?
Yes.
Yeah, they're so
Have you
cuties.
seen that video of a squirrel getting jumped awake and he holds his heart?
Yes.
Because he gets so scared.
I love
oh
him.
my God, I love.
I do love a squirrel. Hate a pigeon. Love a squirrel.
I don't mind pigeons.
No, I hate a pigeon.
I like pigeons.
They're the rats of the sky.
Rats are the rats of the
Ground.
universe, of the ground of the universe. They're disgusting and I hate them.
There was
I
a
don't like
rat
it.
on the train
I
today.
like mice though.
On the train. Like,
mice are cute.
ride in the subway with me.
I saw the tiniest mouse. Oh my God, it was so cute. Very
Okay.
cute.
If you give a rat a cookie.
If you give mouse a cookie, he'll ask for a glass of milk.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Were you one of those kids who drank like a warm glass of milk to go to bed? I know.
Ask me that again. Me that again. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Were you one
Ask
of
me that
those
again.
kids?
No. Absolutely not.
Why
Milk
not?
is disgusting.
You don't have a
Milk is
warm
gross.
glass of milk?
No.
Straight
And
from
it
the udder?
shows because I'm 4 feet and 11 inches. I
Is that
should have
an
liked
actual fact that like milks
I don't
help you
think
grow.
so. I don't think so. I honestly think that my parents are both short. I didn't really have any promise.
Yeah, even your grandparents are short.
Yeah, my grandparents are very short, you know, like, and we're average height in the little town. Like, I remember feeling really tall when I went to Italy, and we're pretty much the average height. I don't know what it is about mountain people. We're short.
Mountain people.
Yeah, we're a mountain town.
Which you would think like mountain people would be tall. I don't know.
I know, right? I guess. I don't know. Even the sea towns their people are kind of short too.
Well,
I
yeah,
don't know.
that makes more sense
Yeah,
to me.
Mediterranean people are a short period.
What classifies as a Mediterranean person?
Like anybody from Sicily, from Greece, from Croatia, from not what's it called, Montenegro, Albania.
Really? I
Yeah.
feel like Albanians are really tall.
Some.
The ones I've seen are
Some.
tall.
I don't know. Maybe it's the Islam persuasion.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I loved a warm glass of milk when I was
I hated.
I was a kid.
I hated milk, but as I got older, I started taking melatonin.
Banging.
But it gave me weird dreams, which brings us to today's topic. Dreams. And he literally asked me, he was like, well, what should we talk about today? I'm like, dreams, because I really want to talk about my stress dreams, my stupid ass stress
Go
dreams.
ahead.
They're dumb. That's what's pissing me off about them. Is like, I'm having stress dreams, but when I tell you the kinds that I'm having, it's really stupid. The kinds that I'm having. So
I feel like you should keep a dream journal.
I want to. Sometimes I'll write it in the notes app if it's like really like, if like I can't get it out of my head. But recently, for some reason, and I don't know if it's because of my medication that I'm taking, I have not been able to sleep through the night, and I've been waking
really
up,
bad.
whatever, and like I track my sleep with my watch, and it's like if you wear your watch to sleep, you'll see like the little red lines when you're awake.
Lots of
Which
red lines.
I kind of want to get an Aura ring.
I heard they're not that good
They're not good
because they're a lot of money and they're like flimsy. Like you would think
really?
they're like heavy duty, but they're like kind of flimsy.
and they crack.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Because I also wanted one.
Yeah, I want one.
But then I was researching, and apparently they're not good. So.
Yeah, well, I guess. I
Lame.
don't know. The first time I saw one, I saw it on Rhett.
I saw it on
Good Mythical Morning.
iJustine.
Oh, okay. But so yesterday, I had like a really lazy day, and like I went to bed really late, like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I know. I woke
And
up
then-
and it said 2 hours ago. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. And then I woke up at like 11, and then I took a nap at like 3 o'clock because I wanted to have a lazy day. I haven't had a lazy day in so long.
Yeah,
so
you deserve a girl. Summer
and
break.
when I was napping, I had like 2 dreams, and one of my dreams was so I work as a para in a school with middle school kids, and sometimes like I do tedious little things like writing down which kids like go to the bathroom or whatever, and for some reason I had a dream that I was in the classroom and I needed to write down which kids went to the bathroom, and it took me so long to find a dry erase marker, and I could not find a dry erase.
Write it on the board.
To write it on the board, yeah, because there was a not a board like the main board, like, but usually sometimes they have a board in the back that we like write the kids' names on. So like the teachers do this thing where they write the kid's name and then they erase it when the kid comes back from the bathroom, so they keep track of the line. So for some reason, I go to the teacher that I was working with this year was like, Nina, can you just go to the back, like write whatever kid needs to go to the bathroom? And so I was like, fine, okay, dry erase board. I'm looking in the kids' desks. I see markers everywhere. None of them dry erase. None of them says Expo. I'm like, what is going on? Finally, I find a dry erase marker. I look up the board all of a sudden. Blackboard. It's a chalkboard.
Oh,
so now I'm like looking for a piece of chalk. I'm like, okay, let me look for a piece of chalk then. So I'm looking for finally I find a piece of chalk. Goes back to dry erase. I'm like, what is going on? I had the weirdest dream. And then I'm like, oh my God, I'm looking for a dry erase marker again. I'm looking. I turn back up. There's no board at all.
Oh.
It's just a wall. I'm like, what's going on? It was so stupid. I was stressing out. I felt like a hamster in a wheel.
So did you wake up and you felt like
I woke up and I felt stressed. I woke up and I felt
Interesting.
stressed. And then I went back to bed though. And like, this is again, I keep like waking up, whatever. Again, I went back to bed. All of a sudden, I'm in high school again.
Oh.
I'm in high school again.
Traumatizing.
I'm in high school again. It's junior year. It's like the last week of school. I wasn't a very good student because I didn't hand in a lot of work. I was stressing because I'm like, oh my God, I haven't handed in anything. But I was like a 23-year-old in high school. I'm like, oh my God, I don't even know what we're doing. I don't even know the work. Like, I'm so lost right now. And I was just sitting in class and everybody was like, and the teacher was like, do you have your homework? And I don't think it was a teacher that I had. I think I just made one up. And I was like, no, I don't have anything with me. Like, I didn't have a piece of paper. He was like, you don't have anything to write down on? He was like, can someone give her a piece of loose leaf or whatever? And I was like, okay, yeah, I guess. And I was just sitting there stressed. And all of a sudden, I start, like, you know, when you, like, feel something in your teeth and, like, you're playing around with it. All of a sudden, these 2 canine teeth broke off.
What the hell?
Broke off. And that was the second time that I dreamt about something that happens. So weird.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't know. I don't know what that means.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't know what that means. They broke off. I don't know. And I was like, but they like turned into, like, you know, when, like, you break your teeth and, like, it, like, a part of it comes off.
Yeah.
But then it's like there's, like, kind of residue. And it was all, like, residue. So weird. It was so weird. And I woke up
like dusty.
Yeah,
Interesting.
and I woke up and I had pain in my tooth because
maybe you were grinding your teeth or something.
Because I was grinding my tooth and I think my tongue was pushing against it because
my God.
I was kind of in a sleep where it was like half awake, half not.
I hate those.
So I was like pushing against my teeth so hard that it hurt
my
when I woke up.
God.
It was so crazy.
God damn.
My dreams weren't all that bad though.
That sounds painful.
I don't know. All I know is that my grandma always says that if you dream about rats, that means you're gonna fight with someone. That's the only, like, symbolic thing that I know.
Oh, interesting.
And if you dream about, like, lemons, you're gonna find the love of your life soon.
Oh.
Or something.
I feel like I don't really remember my dreams all the time. One of the most recent dreams I had, though, is we went to go see How to Train Your Dragon. And
oh my God! This one is my favorite!
And I was looking at my cat that day, and I was like, wow. It does look like a dragon. Like, I was like looking at her. I sent a picture to them and I was like, guys, doesn't she look like a dragon? Like, she looks just like Toothless.
Yeah, listen, I can't blame you because the way that the dragons are in that movie is that
like
their eyes, their pupils get small when they're like sense danger
and they're
or
very
whatever.
cat-like
and their pupils get wider whenever they love.
Specifically the Night Fury.
Yes, exactly. And the Night Fury has green eyes.
And like the face shape of the Night Fury is very like cat-like.
Yeah.
So then I was like looking at my cat because she was laying on my chest and I was just like looking at her and her eyes were like so wide and I was like, wow, she really looks like a cat. So then I went to bed that night and she was still cat size, but she was a dragon. And in the movie, and in the dream, in the movie, they ride dragons. I was riding my cat as a dragon, but she was cat size, and I was a human. I was a human-sized human. Me, 6 foot, 170-pound man riding my 15-pound cat.
You had to think about your weight for a
second.
I
did. I was like, ooh.
Whatever he said, add an extra 10.
Ooh, yeah.
That is so funny. When you told me that dream, I was cracking up.
Yeah, and it was like, it felt very real. And I don't know how it went down, but that's the only part I remember. I was flying on my cat.
That is hilarious. There was, oh my God.
There was also this one dream, because me, Nina, and like pretty much all of our friends used to work at Home Goods.
I have Home Goods dreams all the time.
And I had this dream that we all were taking the SATs in Home Goods. So then we were exiting because we were all done. I don't remember us taking the actual tests. I just remember we were all finishing taking the SATs at Home Goods. And then the way the mall is like you open the doors, leave, and then it's like a ramp down, and like the doors opened, and we went directly down the ramp. And you know how there's a TJ Maxx all the way down the block kind of thing?
Yeah.
We went directly into TJ Maxx, and then it turned into the Hunger Games, and we were standing on platforms.
Oh
and
my
we were
God.
And we were all getting ready to fight. But then somehow Natalie's parents were coming to pick her up. And we were like, how is she getting to leave?
She would. Mm-hmm.
And we were like, she gets to leave.
They would work
and
something
pick
out.
up her phone after she got out of the SATs. But we have to fight in the Hunger Games. And that's the only thing I remember about that dream.
That is so funny, bro. They would work something out with the Capitol because you can't be home too late.
Absolutely.
That is so funny. That's hilarious. There was one dream that I had recently. So I have we'll do an episode about this, I guess, one day. But I have a list of bucket list things that I want to do.
Fun.
And I think you know the dream. So, I have this bucket list item of things. We'll talk about it in another episode. But in this dream that I had, so right now, some background. I'm currently watching the show, Scrubs, 30 years late. And I really like the show. And the star of the show, Zach Braff.
Hot.
Very hot man.
Smash or pass in the comments. Smash.
And I'll tell you what.
Long hair.
For some reason, and something about me is that recently I've discovered that I'm demisexual because I don't like kissing. Well, this is not a bunch of reasons, but one reason is I just don't like kissing. I don't like watching it. I don't like hearing it. I don't like really doing it. Like I don't like it. But for some reason, whenever that man, whenever he kisses a lot of women in that show, I'll tell you what, I fiend for it every time. I'm like, oh, why do I love him kissing so much? Like, I'm like, I wish that was me all the time. I wish he was kissing me. Something about his lips, something about his mouth that I just really like. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I think he's so attractive. I think he's so cute. But I'm not attractive. I am attracted to Zach Braff, but I really like the character that he plays on the show.
What's his name
the
in the show?
Dr. like JD, Dr. Dorian, something like that.
Love that for him.
Yeah, John Dorian, something like that. And I'm so attracted to that character, but of course, because it's Zach Braff playing it, like the way he kisses, I just can't. He just gets so gentle about it. And I don't know what it is. So I had this dream where me, him, and our friend Jess were like hanging out in Manhattan or whatever, and it was like sunny summer day out, whatever. And
him as in me or him as in the doctor?
You.
Oh, okay, just making sure.
You. And I told them, I was like, hey guys, I added something on my bucket list, and they were like, well, what is it? And I was like, I added kissing Zach Braff on my on my bucket list. And I was like, yeah, and then I think like a couple minutes go by, we're like walking around still, I don't know what, I think we were shopping or whatever, and then all of a sudden Justin like taps me on the shoulder. He goes, Nina, Zach Braff is over there. And I'm like oh my god. And
it's go time.
It was like, I don't know, we weren't in a store, we were like in you know how some places, like, it's not really like a hotel. It's like kind of like an area, but there's like a Starbucks in it, so it's kind of public. Yeah. So we were in one of those places.
Shout out those places.
We were just getting coffee or whatever. And like it's like an indoor public seating place. Yeah, that's what it is. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, you're like, that's Zach Braff over there. I was like, oh my God, wouldn't it be funny if I went up to him and told him that? And they were like, go do that. So I go up to him and I'm like, hey. And I'm like, hey, so nice to meet you. I'm a big fan of you on Scrubs, whatever. I just started watching it. It's a really good show. And he was like, oh, thank you, whatever. He was acting like the character on the show because that's all I know him as. So I was like, this is funny, haha. But I recently added something on my bucket list that has to do with you. And he's like, oh my God, what is it? And I'm like, so it's actually on my bucket list. This is so weird, but to kiss you, because I really like the character you played on the show, and I don't know, I just really like the way you kiss. And he's like, oh my God. He was like, oh really? And I was like, yeah. And so he was like, well, I'm down to do it if you
I mean, hey, if he's game.
He was down to do it. So again, it was a sunny day out, but he kind of pulls me into this like little private corner where it was like under scaffolding. That's so cute. And he kisses me, and it was a really, really good kiss. And I'm like, oh my God, that was amazing. I finally get to cross something off my bucket list. He's like, I'm so happy I could do that for you. Bye. And that was like the end of the dream, and it was so good. Oh my God, I loved it. It was so good. I have something about like just, I don't know. It's just
shout out Zach Braff.
You're
a real one for that.
Oh my God, thank you for being in my dream.
Thank you for that.
Yeah,
thank you for kissing her in her dream, crossing that off the bucket list. Is that actually on your bucket list now?
No, I didn't put it on my bucket list. I was way too embarrassed, and honestly, I don't think that I would do it in real life. I'd be too nervous.
I would do it. I would tell him for you.
You would tell him for me?
Yeah, why not?
Fine, I'll add it on my bucket list.
We'll just see what he says.
I don't know. He's so cute. He's so cute.
He is so cute. How old is he?
So hot. I don't know, but in the show, he's like 20 something. So I don't know.
And how long ago was the show? Like early 2000s?
I would say 90s, late 90s. Because it was around, I know what's his name is on the show. I can't remember his name.
So he's probably late 40s now.
But the guy who plays Turk, the surgeon, he's in Clueless. And it was around the time he was in that. So
Clueless.
Yeah.
Man, dreams are crazy. I love a dream, though.
I do like it. I like a good dream.
Me too.
But the stress dreams are too much.
You know what dreams stress me out? There are dreams where I'm like, there was this one dream, actually. that I vividly remember that I was in a school, but I've never been in this school in my life. Like, I don't know if it was a middle school or high school, but I remember I was like walking down the stairs and I was like, I don't know if I was trying to find a bathroom or if I was like
The
going to
bathroom dreams.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But I was like, I like can't hold it. And like, I don't know if the staircase was just like really long or if I didn't know how to walk up the stairs or something, but I was just on this staircase like forever. And then I was like, I can't hold in my pee. So then I like almost peed on the staircase. And then I woke up and I was literally about to piss myself.
Oh my God.
So then I had to run to the bathroom. And this was like a few months ago. So it's like not even I was a child. Like I was fully grown adult about to piss my bed.
I've had that with pooping, where I'm like about to poop,
and it stresses
oh
me
my
out.
God. I get so I'm like, oh my God.
Leave down in the comments if you've wet the bed or shat the bed.
Oh my God, dude.
Anytime recently. Oh,
you dropped your phone. Anyway, that's all for this
Shat
episode. Let me know.
Let us know in the comments
what you've dreamt about.
Let us know your craziest dream.
Yeah.
Or your most fun dream. Or your silliest dream. Or your horniest dream. Wet dreams is a whole subject we didn't even touch on.
I'm not touching on that.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
That's
that is too crazy. That is NSFW.
That's for the OF.
Which we're too ugly for.
We're too ugly for.
Bye. Bye. Bye, little submission. I missed you in the satisfaction. Your 5,000 candles in the wind.
Oh. Dream a dream.